Hello, Facebook family. It's Alton Jamison, motivational speaker, your personal development coach. I wanted to say good morning to you. I'm actually down here in the Atlanta area today on my way to speak with a good friend of mine, an author and entrepreneur, Mr. Paul Wilson. We're actually about to talk about, today we're doing our live recording. We're developing an entrepreneurship DVD that we're going to make available to people. Talking about some powerful things, repackaging your brand, repackaging and repositioning your career, developing your own personal enterprise, just some powerful key things today, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that later. Just wanted to take a quick moment to just talk about some powerful things. I wanted to talk about just briefly what I call divine connections. One of the keys or secrets to a lot of the successes in my own life. I'm actually out here because of the divine connection to some good friends of mine. I live out here in Atlanta. Beautiful home, 11,000 square feet. They actually live right down the street from Pastor Creflo Dollar. You may have seen him on TV, but he actually lives about half a mile up the road. Beautiful home as well. So I'm sitting out here on this beautiful home, 13 acres, and how am I out here with some wonderful friends like that? Why? Through divine connection. And when I talk about divine connections, I talk about God, divine appointments appointed by God. And so I meet a lot of people, and I'm getting to a place where I only really have time for divine relationships. And divine connection is when God arranges people to come into your life to help make you a better person. So, for example, the gentleman I met yesterday is a new mentor of mine. Very successful real estate investor, successful businessman, successful Christian. That's the guy I need to surround myself with. He's doing a lot of things that I want to do. Whether it's getting into hotels and some other things. And so that is what I call a divine connection. Even the people that I'm with now, just through divine connection, just meeting this person who knows that person. And now I'm out here, just with some great friends, having a great time. And what I challenge you to do is a couple things to keep in mind. Is that number one, you have to be clear about what you want out of life. And once you're clear about what you want out of life, then God then can open the door, give you opportunities, for things and people to come into your life to help you out. So, for example, let's say you have a business and you need a website. Then through a divine connection, you can meet not only a web designer, but you can meet the best web designer. And that's what I'm about. It's not about meeting the cheapest person or this person, but it's about meeting the best person for your business. The second thing is you have to be clear about who you need and who you want in your life. I know I needed more people who are better speakers than I am, better real estate investors than I am. And so I'm constantly surrounding myself with people who are doing a lot more things than I do. Because the quickest way to increase your network, or your net worth, should I say, is to change your network. And what I mean by that, the quickest way to increase your net worth is to change your network. What I mean by that is that the quickest way to get wealthy, to be successful, is to change the people that you hang around with. Another thing that I'll say about divine connections is that it's so important to allow God to allow it to happen. And I meet a lot of people who are like, oh, Alton, I want to talk to you. I want to be a speaker. I want to do this. I want to do that. And I don't have a problem with that, but they're forcing a relationship that may not be there. I'm a good person, but I may not be the best person for everyone to be friends with. And so don't force relationships just because you see somebody that's doing something that you like, but allow God to arrange the relationship. One of the last things I'll say is that when you have an urge or an unction, maybe to talk to somebody at a business meeting or an event, talk to that person. Give them your card. If you don't have cards, you got to have some cards, right? Give them your card. Give them your contact information. Let them know that, hey, this is what I do, etc. Because you never know some time from now that person maybe also become a divine connection. Again, the key of this is allow things to happen through God. Don't force and think. Sometimes the gentleman I met yesterday, I met him 5-6 years ago, but the timing wasn't right. Sometimes timing is not always right. So again, this is just Alton Jamison dropping you a little nugget. Again, my website, altonjamison.com. Thanks again, and as always, stay positive.